Live from beautiful Coors Field here in Denver, Colorado. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the Colorado Rockies. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Okay, Singy, he's got some extra swagger today after that monster performance in the last game. So much confidence in that swing.
No doubt about it, Boog. He did everything but drive the team bus back to the hotel. Looking forward to seeing if he can ride that wave into this one.
First pitch coming your way next. Today's starter for Colorado, number 88.
This guy's pitched in several different roles. He started, he's done long relief. It'll be interesting today to see how they use him. I think you have to go hitter to hitter, inning to inning. And if he's having success, you let him go as long as he possibly can.
Just about ready to roll. Jake McCarthy getting ready to hit. And he lays down a bunt. The underhand flip, but no chance to get him. It's an infield single.
No shame in his game. He extends his hitting streak by laying down a bunt, and it counts for a reason. The streak lives to see another day. Nicely done to utilize some small ball right there.
Check swing, and he went. That is strike two. McCarthy on at first, nobody out.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
That's the ball. In the dirt, blocked. That misses, and the count is filled up. Just settling in here at Coors Field. Line drive, and this might be trouble. McCarthy around third. He scores, and they have the lead.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Willie Adames stands in. Blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. And there's a foul ball. We know he's capable of hitting home runs, Chris. Nobody in the league has hit more. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Got him swinging. Here's the Giants lineup. Needless to say, this is an aggressive lineup. They've drawn fewer walks than any other team in the league.
Well, Boog, as I pop my collar, this lineup is taking the Chris Singleton approach. But in today's game, we know walks are key to scoring runs. At times, this lineup swings a little too freely. They need to make pitchers work harder.
One out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. 1-1. Tied him up inside with that one. Man at second. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Oh.
Two down. Fastball is outside. 1 out and a runner at second. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Here's Elliot Ramos. Check swing, went around. It's 0-1. No question about this one. It's out of here. So he blasts one out the other way. His 4th home run of the season. And they add on. It's 3-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that. And that time, that ball was hit hard.
So 2 down. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Chapman gets a piece there. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Two down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. Carrying well. Off the rocks and out of here. A home run. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 4-0.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Late with the swing there.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros. Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Back here in Denver. And on the hill for the Giants, Landon Root, singing he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
And that finds the mark on the outside corner. And it's 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Out to short. Adames slings to first in time. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Tyler Freeman. And here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Right through there for a strike. He's in the top 10 for most stolen bases in baseball right now, Singy. You can't ignore him when he gets on base.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a good eye there.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Good job to fight that one off. Swings here and blasts one left field. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Trying to put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
That one outside. Ball 1.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs. Yeah, Boog, and his confidence isn't an issue when he steps in the box. He expects to do some damage every time he's up.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. Fires it to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 4-1. On the ground, right side. Arise. Handles, throws to first. Third out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Back here at Coors Field. New inning getting started. So the San Francisco Giants look pretty solid about a third of the way into the season. Good showing for a team that looks like a real postseason contender at this point.
Boog, I agree. Some really encouraging signs so far this season, and they put themselves in a really nice spot.
It'll be interesting to see if they make some moves for a postseason push over the next couple months. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Bader runs. Pitch is low. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, he had that base stolen as soon as he broke for second. Such a huge lead. The pitcher's got to find a way to help out his catcher, especially if he doesn't have a great throwing arm. Step off the rubber, shrink that lead somehow, create a little bit more time where maybe you can prevent that stolen base.
Bunting for a hit. Julian not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board, get 2 runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
Oh, that one almost gets him again.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two on, 1 out. And another ball. Right through there for a strike. And a big swing and a miss. Stays alive. Swings and misses, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want.
Zips it across. That's the 3rd out. Giants leave a couple, but they lead it 4-1. Back here in Denver, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Edouard Julien digging in for the Rockies. Bounce to the left side. Adames over to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting 7th, right fielder Tyler Freeman.
Base hit, so they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Next is the designated hitter, Kyle McCann.
He really needs to start making more contact, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Now a rip into left center. This looks like extra bases. Freeman headed home. And they cut the lead to 2.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Man at second. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone move from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
Laser to the gap should score the run. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And now they trail by 1. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
Challenge from behind the dish here, so the call stands. Still one challenge left for them. Now. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Now the number 2 hitter, Hunter Goodman. And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. And that drops in for a strike. Got him swinging for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. On to the 3rd inning. Here's Rafael Devers. Up now, he's among the league leaders in homers, and each one feels like it's launched into orbit.
Pitchers try to avoid him, but when they don't, boom. His impact shows up as consistently as anyone in the league.
Fouled off. He was late. Yeah, Singy, he doesn't just hit it far. He hits it loud.
Yeah, the ballpark doesn't stand a chance when he squares it up, Boog. That Tater total just keeps climbing.
Tater total! And that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Fouled off down the right side.
Well, these Giants showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Way out front for strike 2.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bull.
And that one hammered, carrying well. Going, gone! Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-3.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Now it's Matt Chapman. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. They go back to back, his second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 7-3.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout.
For the Rockies, number 29, Gordon.
Line drive, base hit. And the hits just keep on coming.
Up next for the Giants.
So up next, Patrick Bailey. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Up next for the Giants, center fielder Harrison Bader.
Outside low, ball 1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Traffic on the bases with 3 already across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fights it off. You'll see another. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
2 on, 1 out. And a foul ball. The 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
2 aboard, 2 outs. Luis Arraez stands in. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. On the ground. Dives, and he can't hang on. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Up next for the Giants.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. Well, fresh off a stellar game. Let's see if he can keep it going today, Boog. Hitless so far at the dish, but it's still early.
Late swing, fouled off. Bases loaded, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. Check swing. Now a look down to first. He did not go around. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. And Adames swings through that one.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that's outside. Rafael Devers on deck for San Francisco. Three-two. Gets a piece and stays alive. Payoff pitch. Ball four. He's walked in a run.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Fought off foul. Chris, this is who you want at the plate in these spots. He already has the most RBIs in the league. Pitch gets away. But all the runners hold. Bailey at third. Arrives at second. Adames on at first with 2 down. Foul ball, still 0-2. Next pitch misses way outside. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Bases loaded, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 8-3. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Jordan back.
And Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they close the gap. It's 8-4.
At this level, you got to be good. Sometimes you got to be a little lucky. That was a pretty nasty pitch. Sinker on the outside corner, but he did a great job of covering it, and he hit the ball out of the park.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Adrian Hauser.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
There's the strike. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. Now it's the shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar. He's 0 for 1. There's a sinker at the knees for a strike. check swing, but he went too far. 0-2. One on, nobody out, a run in here in the last half of the third. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. Right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
The 0-2. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one carrying. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. It's their second home run of the inning. And they cut into the lead. It's 8-6.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news. And all of a sudden, they're back in this ball game.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. This one in the air, center field. Bader has a beat on it and makes the grab. And there are two down. He doubled home a run at his first AB. Oh. Ball. That's in there. And the count is 2-2. That one missed. And that one ripped to left. Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here comes the 0-1. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. The two-run shot, their third home run of the inning, and it ties it up. It's 8-8. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Now here is Kyle Karros. Karros in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 2 down, nobody on. Ripped, but it curls foul. Tied up here in the early going. And they'll do it again. Just a slow ground ball this time. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out. But a 5 spot has evened this game up. 3 innings complete. We are deadlocked at 8 apiece. Back here at Coors Field, the spray chart shows us an impressive power display from this lineup. 4 homers so far.
Yeah, they've been sending them out all over the yard, Boog. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for these pitchers to hide.
Movement in the bullpen. Brennan Bernardino, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Hill warming up as well. The 1-0.
Oh.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's inside. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dick.
On the ground to third. Karros to second to first. Double play. Nicely done.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Beck coming on, and that is that. So they go quietly there to the bottom of inning number 4 now. We are deadlocked at 8 apiece. Back here in Denver, well, it's been a fun game for fans who love homers. These teams are teeing off, as we can see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it seems like days like this get pitchers questioning their life choices, Boog. Any fan who goes for a bathroom break is at risk of missing another dinger.
Now pitching for San
New arm for the
Francisco,
Giants,
number
Jose
70,
Butto.
Jose Butto.
So he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen. All these Rockies putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the third, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Got him swinging. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. 2 down.
Up next for the Rockies.
And the batter now, Brenton Doyle. Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
No.
Butto, 28 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. The 1-2. Outside.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. The Rockies strand 1. Score remains at 8 apiece. And there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Jaden Hill.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active. Well, these Giants, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Got him. One away here in the fifth. And now Bader up to the plate. 1 for 2.
Harrison Bader.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout.
Up next for the Giants, left fielder Jake McCarthy.
Trying to bunt his way on. Bare hands it. Tough play. And he beats it. He's safe. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Arise in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Now the 0-1. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Man on second, 2 down. That one almost got him.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Ground ball up the middle. Base hit into center field. Runner around third. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 9-8.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. This one smoked on its way out of here. His 14th of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 11-8. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting the tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jaden Hill gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
New arm out of the bullpen, Jose Quintana.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's Devers at the plate. Devers in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across, and we're at the top of the 5th. Gets to it with a slide, fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. Giants move closer with a homer this inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. You're watching San Francisco Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Back here at Coors Field, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Edouard Julien digging in for the Rockies. And ball one. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. He goes down looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
The Giants leading by 3, last half of inning number 5. On the ground right side. Slinging it to first in time.
Up next for the Rockies, designated hitter,
Now it's the DH,
McCann.
Kyle McCann. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on.
Whoa.
On the ground right side, and that chance handled. Fires over to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. It's the Giants 11 and the Rockies 8. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. So now here's the DH, Elliot Ramos.
Hitter, Elliot Ramos.
This ball's chopped on the ground, and that one handled. Tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Giants, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
That's a ball.
Activity in the bullpen. Brennan Bernardino appears to be getting loose. Number 58 getting cranked up as well.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Whoa.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Jung-Hoo Lee will hit next. And first offering is fouled off.
Whoa.
Gets him to chase after that one. Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for San Francisco. Back here in Denver, bottom of the 6th inning. Number 7 now at the plate. Close, but call the ball. And that is ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Battling here as he fouls it away. Had a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Well struck right field. That's back. And that one is off the wall. And he'll reach second with 1 away. One out. Runner at second. Hunter Goodman digs in down.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Chop back up the middle, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Got him. Out number 3. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We're through 6 full. It's the Giants 11 and the Rockies 8. This is NL West action on MLB. Back here at Coors Field, we go to the top of the 7th. So here's Bader now. And a swing and a miss. Quintana, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and he's a native of Colombia. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that turns the lineup over. Bader runs. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Man at second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes Bader around third. He's safe. It's 12-8.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Luis Arias getting ready to hit. That one is absolutely belted. Doyle on the move. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. McCarthy around third. He'll score, and the lead is up to 5.
Picks himself up an RBI. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Manager out of the dugout, and
picking up where he left off last game, Boo. Really comfortable in the box. You can see it in his body language.
And downstairs. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Be quiet so far, but he's back in the hit column.
Up next for the Giants, first baseman Rafael Devers.
Runner takes off. Ball misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Not only are they applying some pressure on the defense, it looks like they're trying to have a big inning with that steal of second. Now 2 runners in scoring position. This could be the start to a nice rally.
Two runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Fouls away the first offering. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Got him swinging for the K. And that is a big first out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth. Get back on track. His team needs him.
Chopped left side. Tovar there for the out. Runner scores from third. Here comes a skip. Number 58 into the game.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. Another homer. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 16-8. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game. Man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
So 2 down. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That's hard hit on the line. And that is that. But they tack on 5 runs midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The Giants lead it 16-8. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Center fielder, Brenton Doyle. Now pitching for
Jason Foley gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
Check swing called strike. No balls, 2 strikes.
Ball 1.
This one in the air, center field. Bader on his way over. And there's one down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Hammered, base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. Into second, and he's got a double.
Up next for the Rockies.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1. One out, and a runner at second. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Got him. 2 away.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide.
And what in time to Devers. That ends the frame. The Giants on top 16-8.
For the Rockies.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jimmy Herget.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him.
They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
The 0-1.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Harrison Bader, the next Giant to hit. And first offering is fouled off. The Giants up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Check swing. He went. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Coming out of the bullpen, throwing beatings.
Left fielder, Jake McCarthy.
Bunting for a hit. Flips it, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Up next for the Giants. Second base.
2 outs, runner at first. Now, Luis Arias. There goes the runner. It's in the dirt. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Runner at second, 2 down. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
backhand.
That pitch in for a strike. 0-2 now. Strike three. Got him looking on the changeup.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Foul ball. The Rockies with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Lee on the move, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Back to the top of the order. Here's the third baseman, Kyle Karros. Foul ball there. And the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw some.
That's strike three and the third out. So we take a break. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Did you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
That's out the corner.
So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable.
Outside.
And that story stunk by me. Anyway. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second.
Well, I think everybody in the ballpark knew that he was running right there. So good job of quickly getting the pitch to the catcher. And the catcher with good footwork, really good throw on the money. Gets the base runner, and they cut off that would-be base stealer.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there are 2 outs.
So there he gets the slider.
The new pitcher in the game, Victor Vodnik.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats.
Gets it to first, and that's the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Hunter Goodman. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. That one fouled off. 0-2 now. Set down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Up next for the Rockies, left fielder Jordan Beck.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Brenton Doyle will hit next. Doyle thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep their remaining challenge. And a ground ball to first. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
So this one got a little out of hand. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.